if you're in the sun and you want to back up a little bit and gain shade and hear me, you might want to do that too. So can everybody hear me? Excellent. Thank you for, it's high noon, time to begin. Thank you for coming today. Today we honor our fallen veterans. That's what today is all about. I thank those that were involved setting up this ceremony. We will continue to do these every Memorial Day and every Veterans Day. If you look at your program, we have a full plate. We have a lot of things today that we want to do honoring those that are no longer with us. But I think we ought to start at the beginning. The beginning starts with a general order, number 11, written in Washington, D.C., dated 1868. This is the order. The 30th day of May, 1968, is designated for the purpose of strewing with flowers or otherwise decorating the graves of comrades who died in defense of their country, and whose bodies now lie in most every city, village, and hamlet churchyard in the land. In this observance, no form of ceremony is prescribed, but posts and comrades will, in their own way, arrange such fitting services and testimonials of respect and circumstances may permit. It's under this order today that we gather here in Perkinsville. I'd like you to stand, or if you're unable to stand, show respect as the Catamount Composite Squadron, under the command of Major Kathleen Fellows, presents our colors. And when they're being raised, Helen Bierce will sing our national anthem as our flag is raised to full staff and then down to half staff, which is a position of solemn tribute.
Say, can you see by the dawn's early light what so proudly we hailed at the twilight's last gleaming, whose broad stripes and bright stars through the perilous fight o'er the ramparts we watched, were so gallantly streaming, and the rockets of war, the bombs bursting in air, gave proof through the night that our
your seats. So the Wethersfield School has been very active with the Veterans Committee. And now we're fortunate they're going to sing us "This Land Is Your Land."
This land is your land, this land is my land. From California to New York Island, from the redwood forest to Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me. As I was walking that river highway, I saw above me that endless skyway. I saw below me that golden valley. This land was made for you and me. This land is your land. This land is my land. From California to New York Island, from the redwood forest to the Gulf Stream waters. This land was made for you and me.
So it's traditional on a day like today that we dedicate whatever we're involved with flowers. Spring flowers mark the beginning of life. After their beauty fades, the plant withers, and then it transitions to seeds, allowing new life the following year. But we're comforted in knowing, even though cut off from the roots, these flowers that are soon to be presented by the Veterans Memorial Committee will live on as a strong symbol and reminder of the courage of those service members that offered the ultimate sacrifice in defense of our freedom. So today, we're gathered here to honor those that have fallen, typically in combat. But I'd ask you to open the horizon a bit and consider many have, after they served, gone on. So today, we dedicate two panels, seen to the left and right of the Roll of Honor. These panels recognize the lives of two key Wethersfield residents who have sailed their last voyage. Today, and for months to come, with deep appreciation, we acknowledge their contributions to our nation and to our community. A few years back, Roger Eastman and Victor Jarvis were the oldest World War II veterans living in Wethersfield. They proudly served their nation and in combat stood up to those that would do us harm. They were members of the greatest generation, and also they were pillars in our community. The first panel honors Victor Jarvis. It was created by Wethersfield student Virginia Snyder. I hope I don't embarrass you. Virginia is smart, she's polite, she's kind, she's a top scholar in her class, and is willing to do anything for anyone at any time. Pretty close? She studied Victor's life, then crafted the panel you see next to the Roll of Honor. But a few words about Victor. Serving in the Navy for 2 years, Victor traveled extensively protecting our nation from harm. After his service and in 1951, he started Jarvis & Son Construction Company. Today would have been Jarvis's 92nd birthday. And although he's passed on, we need to remember the important role he had in preserving our nation and in excavating, building, and shaping our Wethersfield community. The second panel honors Roger Eastman. It was created by Wethersfield student Ozzie Jewett. I hope I don't embarrass you. Ozzie is also very smart, likes basketball, a top scholar in her class, and a person who makes people smile. Like Virginia, Ozzie was given a set of photographs, a little bit of text, minimal guidance. She studied Roger's life, then crafted the panel you see next to the Roll of Honor. So a few words about Roger. Roger served in the Navy as a gunner on a torpedo-carrying aircraft, taking off and landing on a very small aircraft carrier. Danger must have been present every second of the day for him. After his service, Roger operated a family farm, was active in town leadership and governance, and was always present at Veterans Day and Memorial Day. He had a spot right there, and he would sit in the front seat and be present at every ceremony. In World War II, he served with distinction, protecting our freedom. And afterwards, he helped us put food on the table in Wethersfield. So I'd ask the girls if you'd come up. We honor these two men, and I commend these two girls for what they have done, their energy, their dedication in preparing these panels. So what they wanted to do was to take a reduction of what you see on the panel, frame it, put a little signature on it, and then give it to the families. These girls are amazing. This school is amazing for what they're doing with our children. So I'd next like to introduce Staff Sergeant Tom Burnham. He's a 10-year Army veteran, serving 2 years, 2 tours in Vietnam, various tours in Korea, Germany, and the United States. Tom looks like he's pretty well beat up, doesn't he? But I will tell you, in his heart, he is a patriot. Tom currently is employed at the Arrowhead Recreation Area in Claremont. We're really happy to hear it.
We have fun over there. I thought I wouldn't be nervous today. It says, you don't get nervous when you get to be 73, do you? But I'm sorry that I'm a little nervous. I'm going to just explain a little bit on his proclamation. I picked up a piece of history. Memorial Day was started by former slaves in May 1st, 1865 in Charleston, South Carolina, to honor 257 Union soldiers. They were buried in an unmarked grave. They worked for 2 weeks digging these bodies up and giving them a fair burial. And what they did there was about 10,000 people showed up and they found out what they were doing. And they celebrated, and they had party and singing. And there was 2,800 colored children at that particular moment in history. There's 83,000 MIAs somewhere around the world. To me, those people, I can't stand here and say that without shaking. When I went to the service, I was 19 years old. I got kicked off from the bed and said, I don't have to live here. He said, you don't. 8 days later, I was headed to Fort Dix, New Jersey. I never looked back. The military taught me to take care of myself, take care of the people that I love, and fight for this country. I never doubted 1 minute while I was sitting in the tank in the DMZ in Korea, waiting for them little guys to come across the line. They never did. They were the first defensive tanks. We were on the Millers in Korea. We had big foxholes. Started digging a foxhole. All of a sudden, no matter. Me and my tank loader dug up 2 dark guys. Took them over to our sergeant, gave him leaving CO. That maneuver ended immediately. Within days, they came in there on the bridge that we were set. We got 17 dog bags. 17 who had not been honored in any way, shape, or form or found and sent back to the people of the United States. And that was in 1963. So there's a few out of our 82,000. And that was back in the military. Singing for a long time. Paul gave some, and some gave all. That is very, very true and important. You might not know who they are, the ones who gave some, brought back home, someone who's a long time to readjust to civilization. He says I gotta speak up because you can't hear me. My wife says I'm too loud. Maybe that's why I don't speak up as much. But back to that is, there's many times that I go around and I just, some days I'll be driving down the road and I'll pull off the side of the road. Something in my mind says stop, close your eyes, and give thanks to the guys that didn't come back. They're there. Went to sleep one night, woke up in the middle of the night screaming. They're like, what's wrong with you? I don't know, but I just saw one of my friends. And he's gone. So it's not always easy. There are some key things that are out there that are beautiful. And I'm going to read a few of them. I got a little emotional too when this happens. This we'll defend, not a lot of shirts up at the VA. The VA of White River is one of the top 5 in the country. They said we deserved it, and when I go there, I don't think I meet anybody there that don't say thanks for your service. That didn't happen when I came back in '72. But I feel today that I'm a better person for the 10 years that I gave this country because no one else. You're standing here today because of the people that fight every single day of the year. We have people scattered all over the world still. Remember the guys, there's this man standing with a uniform on straight back from me. He knows what it's like. These people that raise the flag, they know what it's like. And I'm shaking today. Why? Because I'm damn proud of what I do. And this gentleman here, I saluted him the first time I saw him today. Because you know what he did. I appreciate very much you people inviting me to speak today. And always remember, if you're ever in doubt, close your eyes. See if you can see that veteran like the gentleman that just raised his hand over here with a hat on. The Legion, the VFW. I belong to, been 30 years in the Legion, and I'm a life member of DAB, which is for veterans like myself, and they help us get our stuff done. Thank you very much for giving me the opportunity to come here, stand up, and never look back, because we fight. And if today I received a letter that said, we need you, I would be there in a heartbeat. I'm 73, but I guarantee you, I'll fight for this country till the day I die. Thank you very much.
So I told you he was a patriot in his heart. I'm not going to have him explain how he broke his thumb. That's a story for another time. So we now continue with the Weatherfield School. Thank you. And they're going to recite a poem for us.
Do not stand at my grave and weep, by Mary Elizabeth Brown.
Do not stand at my grave and weep. I am not there. I do not sleep.
I am a thousand winds that blow. I am the gun glints on snow. I am the sunlight on ripened grain. I am the gentle autumn rain.
When you awaken in the morning's hush, and the swift uplifting rush of quiet birds in circled head, I am the soft stars that shine at night. Do not stand at my grave and cry. I am not there. I did not die.
Thank you. So Danny Boy, I did a little research on this, and there are some interpretations of this song that it was apparent to their son as he went off to war. So Helen is going to sing this for us.
Oh, Danny boy, the pipes are calling. We plan to climb and down the mountainside. The summer's gone and all the boughs are dying. 'Tis you must go and I must bide. But come ye back when summer's in the meadow, o'er all the valleys hushed and white with snow. 'Tis I'll be there in sunshine or in shadow.
that I well may be. You'll come and find the place where I am lying, and kneel and say an Ave there for me. But I shall hear the soft you tread above me, for all my grace shall warmer, sweeter be. And you will bend and tell me that you love me, and I shall sleep in peace until you come to me.
So exactly 30 minutes ago, I stood here and started by reading an order that was dated back in the 1800s. General Order number 11. Now as we close this ceremony, knowing all of us have participated in a most fitting service and have received testimonials of respect for our fallen comrades, as we turn now to our colors, listen to taps, offering in deepest respect for those that have given the highest sacrifice. Afterwards, please depart silently with a memory of those that have freely given their last measure of life.